over at the It's right across the
Okay, we are finally on the air. This is Calvin Castine. We're at Northeastern Clinton Central School. We have a 2-point lead for Northeastern. Cougars are up 1-0 against the visiting Seton Catholic Lady Knights. Bonnie LeCount with a steal. The early basket came by Stacy Miller. Missed there by Hillary Tremblay. Now LeCount with another steal. Gives it to Christina Brown. And the Cougars will bring it back. Busy getting the other, I shouldn't say the other, one of the other cameras set up in the other gymnasium here at Northeastern for the modified game. It's one of 3 cameras that had to spread around tonight in addition to this one. Hometown Cable has a total of 5 cameras tonight covering a total of 9 events, including the big matchup is Saranac and Northern Adirondack in wrestling. We brought a camera down to NAC so they could cover that. I brought a camera down to the modified game so they could cover that. And the St. Mary's has their 5th grade DARE graduation. So we brought a camera down there so they could cover that. So we have a couple of tripods and a bunch of cameras out. Sam Castine, of course, is also covering the game. He's at Shazy tonight, as he often is. Fortrell will inbound for the Knights. Pass comes deep, and LeCount is tackled by Carrie Converse. Let's see the players for the Lady Knights. Ann Larkin is number 33. Number 23 out there is Rebecca Terry. Kristen Fortrell is number 10. 15 is Carrie Converse, and 20 is Carly Musso. For Northeastern, Lisa Marlowe is out there along with Heather Boris, Bonnie LeCount, Christina Brown, and Erica Brown at the moment. So the Cougars apparently have made a substitution. Tremblay was out there last time I looked. Brown puts it up. Erica Brown with a basket. That's a 4-2 Cougar lead. Fortrell will look to bring it up. Dish is off. A shot taken by Larkin. Cougars have, let's see, 10 healthy bodies. That's about all they've been able to get recently. The non-starters for the Cougars. Well, I shouldn't say non-starters. I know Stacy Miller was in there too to start the game, so that's the ones we haven't introduced yet. Stacy Miller, Danielle Castine, Erin Gadway, Hillary Tremblay, and Heather Desereau. Tom Lacey and Bob Broomfield are the officials tonight. Appears like there may have been a problem with names in the book without being over there. That what it looks like the problem might be, because we're seeing a technical foul here. They were looking at the books, so it must be a name was not entered or the wrong jersey number was entered. Larkin, she'll shoot again. So the Knights get the ball. Let's see, Converse inbounds. It's it to Fortrell, and she loses it. Marlowe up to LeCount, and put in by Erica Brown. Bovis tries for the steal. Fortrell brings it down, puts up a quick shot. Now Larkin puts it up. And now Terry is fouled. Rebecca Terry at the line. Erin Gadway in now for the Cougars. 6-0, 5:11 to go in the first period. That's good. Now Danielle Castine comes in. So, one at a time, Jim Gagnon has removed the starters and has 5 new players in. Gadway with the ball. He's at the Brown. Marlowe to Castine, back to Marlowe. Desrow fakes, it's back to Gadway now. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Castine looking for Gadway, and Converse misses the layup. Desrow, Castine follows, puts it back up. Danielle Castine followed Desrow in and gets rewarded with a basket. That was on Erica Brown. Converse to inbound. To Terry. Terry turns. Converse rebounds. Let's see, a new player. We have Trisha Leary in, number 4. She travels. And now number 12 comes in, Jill McConey. Eight 0 Northeastern, 4:05 to go. Erica Brown brings it down for the Cougars. Over to Marlowe. In the corner, Castine into the crowd, throws into the crowd. Cougars lucky to come out with it. Back to Gadway. Northeastern is not making sharp passes. They're throwing where the defense can get them. Ball comes to Castine. She puts it up off the side of the backboard, gets her own rebound. Bounce pass to Desrow, and she's blocked. Latrell with a shot. Kept alive and off Desrow. And the starters will be back in for Northeastern. Converse to inbound. Irene Hendricks in for the Knights. Stolen by Brown, but she traveled. Now Converse again. It's to Hendricks, and she lost it. 8-0 is the score. 3:09 remaining in the first quarter. Junior varsity action. Stacy Miller brings it up for Northeastern. Seton Catholic, the opponents. Tremblay puts it to the floor. Back out to Miller. Stacy Miller will shoot 2. Oh, excuse me, that's Heather Boris. Heather Boris will shoot 2. Stacy Miller will watch Heather Boris shoot 2. Rebound to LeCount, should put it right back up. Almost taken away. Cougars control, and back to LeCount. And now Latrell comes out of the crowd with it. Travel. And Larkin back in for the Knights. Boris to Tremblay. Tremblay passes to LeCount. Brown. Now Miller. There's the shot clock. Jim Gagnon calls a timeout. 1:55 to go in the first. Converse to inbound for the Knights. Sit into Larkin. Larkin is shot is deflected, and the count is down for the count. Blue ball. Larkin looking for Terry. Terry puts it to the floor, puts it up, and drops it in. An 8-5 ball game. The Cougars have not been able to pull away. Knights are hanging in there. A count with a rebound and basket. Now Fortrell will bring it up. Chased down by Miller. Tremblay with a steal, dishes it up to Miller. No foul. Tremblay follows. Cougars have gotten a bunch of baskets. I think their last 6 points have come on rebounds. It's 12-5. Ball comes to Miller. She puts it up. Trying to keep that rebound streak alive. And now with 45 seconds to go, the second team is in for the Cougars. Score is 12-5. White ball. Lisa Marlowe will inbound. Gets the ball to Castine. Shot is up. In and out. Rebound pulled down by Terry. Knocked loose by Marlowe, but she's called for the foul. Seton ball. Ball comes into Leary. Marlowe almost had a steal. Leary to inbound again. Larkin, three-point attempt. Follows her own shot with a long rebound. She was able to do that. Terry puts it up now. Terry gets the rebound. Marlowe keeps it alive. Now Gadway. Terry knocks it loose, and Cottrell brings it back. Nice pass to Leary. Seton has the height under there, but they can't seem to grab it. Castine gives it up to Erica Brown. And at the horn. Our score at the end of one, Northeastern 12, Seton Catholic 5. Second quarter is just underway. Cottrell for the steal. Puts the brakes on. Converse gives it to Larkin. And then Larkin hits. And it's a 12-7 ball game. Brown up for Castine. Turns and drops it in. Erica Brown with the assist. Danielle Castine, a nice turn end basket. Shot is up. Rebounded by Larkin. Now back up by Terry. With Terry and Larkin, the Knights have a lot of size underneath. If they get inside position, tough to stop them. Nobody in the Cougars matches up size-wise with them. Brown out to Gadway. And Marlowe back to Gadway. Over to Brown. Castine puts it into the middle to Detzerell. She's blocked by Terry. Now Fortrell brings it back. And Castine with a good hustle comes up with a steal. Gives it up to Marlowe. To Detzerell. Detzerell's shot is up. Marlowe is blocked. 6:35 to go in the half. Marlowe at the line. Tremblay, LeCount, Christina Brown, Stacy Miller back in. And Heather Boris set to come in for Marlowe as soon as she is able. Rebound controlled by Larkin. Fortrell with a long pass up ahead for Terry. It's out of bounds. 14-9, Cougars up by 5. First time I've seen Seton. I was at a concert at Northeastern. Nice pass from Tremblay to Christina Brown. And 16-9 Cougar lead. I've got a concert here, a rescheduled concert. When they played the first time, they rescheduled the basketball game and the concert and ended up inadvertently rescheduling them at the same time, so I had to miss that particular game. Timeout. Converse to inbound it. Following the timeout. Ball comes into Leary. Taken away. And Stacy Miller with the basket. Fortrell brings it down now. And Miller comes up with it again. Pass to Tremblay. Tremblay quickly underneath. To LeCount. Puts it up. LeCount gets another rebound. The first shot was taken by Boris, not LeCount. Jill McConey in now for the Lady Knights. Ball comes to Terry. And Terry gives it to Fortrell. Fortrell has it knocked away, and we have a jump ball. Northeastern leading 18-9. McConey gets it to Terry, and she is tied up again. We have another jump ball. Miller to Boris. Boris puts it up off the rim. And another jump ball called. Converse inbounds. Gets it to Fortrell. Fortrell pushes it ahead where it's knocked out by Heather Boris. Right in front of the watchful eye of Erica LaFountain. Erica's keeping a close eye on the happenings here, as you can see. Fortrell to inbound it. Into Converse. Tremblay takes it away. Off blue, white ball. Tremblay inbounds to Miller. Stacy Miller. And Fortrell with a long pass ahead. Larkin all alone, misses the layup. And Terry is fouled by LeCount. Rebecca Terry. And looks like 5 fresh Cougars in. McConey with the rebound. Snuck in there and got the rebound. Gadway comes up with it, gives it to Castine. Castine up ahead to Desereau. Desereau puts the brakes on, pushes it back for Gadway. McConey takes it to the hoop and drops it in. Jill McConey with a nice move. Gadway into Marlowe. 20-11 is the time and not the score. Ball comes to Castine. She looks underneath. All alone is Brown, and she's fouled. Nice look. Lori Pickering, former Rouse's Pointer, is in for the Knights. Erica Brown did a nice job getting open and got hit with a pass from Castine, and then she got hit. Now she'd like to hit at least one here, and she does, but she's across too soon, so that negates the basket. 22-11 is the score. 3:49 to go in the first half. Let's see, number 20, who's that? That's Carly Musso, and I think we're going to have a foul on Danielle Castine. Converse into Pickering. There's a foul. on Brown. All right, what's the modified referee? What are the referees doing down here? Gentleman Jim Varon over there. Come down to watch part of the JV game. Must be halftime in the modified. McConey with the shot. Rebounded by Brown. Up ahead for Gadway. And taken away by Converse. Taken back by Erica Brown. Castine up ahead for Gadway. Double dribble. Nice shot, but double dribbled. Converse to inbound. It's at the Pickering, back to Converse. 3:15 remaining in the first half. McConey. Tipped out by the Cougars. Into Pickering. Pickering puts it up. Too strong. Travel foul. That was Hendricks. No, Brown will bring it up. Over to Marlowe, underneath for Desereau. Desereau throws it up. It's rebounded. Now Converse will control it. Rebound was taken by Musso. Stolen by Marlowe. Out of bounds. Cougars substitute again with 2:35 to go in the half. Ball into Pickering. To Converse. Now Pickering. And the shot clock. Everyone, including yours truly, forgot about the shot clock. Let's see, Kathy Wilkins and Kristen Fortrell in for the Knights. 2:15 to go in half. Boris back to Miller, back to Boris. Boris from 12. Brown with a rebound. Pushes it back out. It's put in by Stacy Miller. 22-11. Cougars doubling the Seton score. Ball comes into McConey. It's going to be off Hendricks. Stacy Miller brings the ball up for Northeastern. Gives it to Hillary Tremblay, back to Miller. Now Boris quickly over to Brown. Brown with a set shot. Oh! We have a foul on Hillary Tremblay. Kristen Fortrell to shoot. In and out. Rebounded by Christina Brown. Was it to Miller? And basket by Tremblay. Brown stepped across the line. Oh, excuse me, Fortrell stepped across the line. Cougar ball. Tremblay to inbound it. Back for Boris. Fortrell up to McConey. One and one. McConey misses. Pickering rebounds. Pushes it back out Looking for Petrell. McConey controls, and we have a jump ball called. 53.3 seconds. Miller. Whoop. A bloody lip. He'll shoot 2. Ball comes and almost hits McConey on the noggin. Busy tying her shoes. Rebound LeCount pushes it out for Tremblay. Now to Miller. Miller from 16 feet. All net. 26-11. Ball in for Pickering, and we have a foul on Heather Boris. One and one for Trell. 32 seconds to go in half. In and out. Back up by Hendricks. We draw a blank once in a while. McConey to inbound. It's the ball to Fortrell. She's surrounded. No 3 seconds as the Cougars take it away. Boris has it picked off by McConey. Cougars get it with 14.6 on the clock. LeCount puts it up. And off Hendricks. White ball. 5 seconds to get it in. Ball comes to LeCount. Back to Tremblay. Tremblay looking to pass it to Brown. At the horn, it's a block by Pickering. That's how the first half is going to end. 26-11, Northeastern leads the Seton Catholic Lady Knights. As we get set for the second half, among the crowd today, we see just arriving short time ago, Barb Pelkey, one of the first people ever to appear, and to appeal too, I guess, but ever to appear on local television here, Channel 21. Part of the championship team, Section 7 Class B champions, Northeastern Clinton. When they defeated Peru, that was the first event we ever taped. We had Scott Taylor on the camera, and we actually did the play-by-play. I did the play-by-play after the game. It's kind of a goofy way of doing it, but it's the first time we ever attempted to do something like this. So Scott, who was, I believe, a junior or senior, I'm not sure which, here at Northeastern. I believe he was a junior. He ran the camera. And people like Barb Pelkey, who was playing third base then for the Cougars, were the first people ever to be on local programming. At night we also had a men's softball game that was shown that first night back on June 11th, 1983. And I believe it was Transborder and Blub's Grocery, which would mean it's possible that Terry Lamberton over there may or may not have been playing for. Hi, Dick Boris. Dick Boris saying, what are you pointing that camera at me for? I'm looking at the man in the middle, Terry Lamberton. He may have been playing for the Blub's Grocery team at that time. I'm not sure. But that was the first two local events that we had on. A high school championship softball game and a men's softball game back on June 11th, 1983, almost 12 years ago. McConey hits and it's 26-12 as we begin the second half. At halftime, we had a couple of families renewing their viewer patronage. The Bill and Gail Anktill family followed very closely by the Dean and Debbie Tremblay family. Or let's see, if I say Debbie last, it's Tremblay. If I say Dean last, it's Tremblay. So we'll say the Debbie Tremblay and the Dean Tremblay family. Portrell with the ball, so we want to thank them. 95 has started off with a lot of people realizing it was time to support hometown cable, and we certainly appreciate it, and we certainly want to invite the vast majority of you out there who are not supporting us to please help do your part so we can continue to cover as much as we do, and even more. There's a lot more we'd like to do, but there are time constraints. A lot more public affairs stuff that we'd like to do. If you enjoy the What's Going On Here show, there's a lot of other similar concepts that we have in mind that we just can't do because of lack of manpower, and we had a few more supporters and a few more advertisers, we'd be able to improve our programming even more than what it is now. Fortrell with the layup. Shot is missed. McConey follows, and now ball is loose, and Converse will put it in. (26-14). Destro puts it up. Ball's loose. We have a Northeastern timeout. 26-14, 5:33 to go in the third. Converse inbounds to Pickering. Ball comes back to Pickering. Gives it to Fortrell. Off her knee. Recovers. Takes the 18-footer. And out of bounds. Northeastern will bring it back. This is Miller. Over to Bogus. Now Tremblay, yes. Hillary Tremblay with a basket. McConey. Desero to Boris. Boris pushes it to Tremblay. Desero off the glass, rebounded by Pickering. She's tripped by Brown. Bunch of fresh Cougars in. Let's see, Miller stayed on the floor. Or was she on the floor before? I can't remember if she was in and out. Well, comes to Castine. She lost it. Fortrell will take the layup, and good. Gadway gives it back to Miller. 28-16. Gadway with a long shot off the rim. And Castine can't control it. The blue ball. Don Sears here. The recuperating varsity coach. Cougars pressing. Converse gives it to Leary. Back to Converse. Stolen by Miller. Can't get by Broomberg. Or Broomfield, I should say. And jump ball. Seton ball. Leary gives it back to Converse. Converse to Pickering. Too strong. Marlowe. Miller has it picked off by Converse. 3:06 to go in the third quarter. Now Heather Boris is set to report in as soon as time allows. Portrell with the ball. To Leary. We have illegal screen. Called on Terry. Erica Brown will bring it up for the Cougars. Over to Boris. Back to Brown. Over to Gadway. Now to Marlowe. Picked off by Fortrell. Coney rebounded Castine. Castine to Marlowe to Boris. Shot is missed. And injured player takes a fast break away from the Knights. Tom probably should have let that fast break continue. You don't penalize a team that's got a fast break if the injured player is not in danger of being further injured. Fortrell shakes and bakes and comes all the way around. Underneath to Pickering, blocked by Castine. Should be called for the foul. She says, "You gotta be kidding me." Pickering will shoot two. And Larkin back in for the Knights. With 2:06 to go in the third. It's a 11-point Cougar lead. Rebound Leary. Or McConey, I should say. Out to Fortrell. Now to Converse. And Gadway into Boris, and Boris will bring it up the floor. Over to Castine. And Boris follows and falls. Down hard. She's all right. Marlowe with a shot. And scramble. Boris comes out with it, gets it out to Gadway, and Gadway drops it in. Now Fortrell brings it down. Fortrell with the ball. Foul was on Boris, her second. Larkin, shot rebounded by Boris. She gives it to Gadway. Back to Boris. Boris finds an opening in the Seton defense, but she carried it. Tried to change directions and carried the ball. Now we have Carly Musso back in for the Lady Knights. Less than a minute, 58.1 to go in the third period. 30-17, Northeastern leading. Fortrell with the ball. In the corner to Pickering, guarded closely by Castine. Pickering breaks free and carries it, double dribble. Now Terry back in, she replaces Pickering. And Boris will bring it up. Over to Erica Brown. Out to Gadway. Brown to Boris. Rebounded by Larkin. And Fortrell will bring it up the floor. Reaching called on Boris. That'll be her third. Put Seton in the bonus. Fortrell will shoot. Rebound kept alive by Brown. It's off-white, blue ball. Converse to inbound it. Gets it into Larkin, and Larkin with a basket. Ball's inbounded to Brown. She'll bring it up. Long pass intended for Marlowe. Picked off by Larkin. Boris tries to control it. Cottrell has it. And end of the third quarter. The score, Northeastern 30 and Seton Catholic 19. Stacy Miller gets it into Heather Boris, and the fourth quarter is underway. Brown underneath, looking for Tremblay, and the Knights come up with it. Northeastern up by 11. Cottrell gets rid of it. Blocked by Tremblay. Larkin will bring it back. Knocked loose by Miller. Tremblay looks down the floor. Nice save by Boris. And Miller's out of bounds. Knights will get it. Converse. Nice feed to Rebecca Terry. Seton just close enough where the Cougars can't relax. Northeastern's led by a little over 10 most of the game. Shot by Converse is off the mark. Boris gives it to Tremblay. Back to Boris. Now Tremblay to Boris. And the Knights take it away. Cottrell with the ball. 30-21 is the score. Cottrell with a nice feed. Terry can't buy it. Larkin fighting for it, and Miller comes up with it. Miller up for Erica Brown. Brown fakes, puts it up, too strong. And Larkin can't control it. Miller will pick it up for the Cougars. She'll try to set up the offense, gets it outside to Erica Brown, now to Heather Boris. And stripped away by Kristen Fortrell. Nice play there by Fortrell. Up for Larkin. And Erica Brown rebounds, and the Cougars want a timeout. The lead is down to 9, 5:45 to go in the ball game. Heather Boris into Erica Brown, into Stacy Miller. And we have a foul on Irene and Carly Musso. Carly Musso with a foul. He is replaced by Jill McConey. Boris puts it up. Count again. Tremblay is fouled. .5:29 to go. Tremblay is short on both of them. McConey rebounds. Pass is picked off by Miller. Miller traveled. Fortrell to Terry. That's a knock loose by Boris. Fortrell recovers. Back to Terry. And Rebecca Terry with the basket. And the Cougar lead is down to 7. Cougars desperately need to put something in. Heather Boris. Yep. 31-23. 4:57 remaining in the ball game. hits them both, 32-23. Cougars will press. Ball into McConey. Back to Fortrell. White ball.
Lacey, you're getting no room out there.
Tremblay in a high post, looking for Brown. Brown to LeCount. And rebounded by Terry. Now Congress will bring it up. Converse will shoot. It's the first. And drops the second one in. Miller. Over to Christina Brown. And got away with a walk. And basket by Boris. 34-25. Nice looking for a fast break. And foul. Christina Brown picks up her second foul. Heather Desrow is in for the Cougars. And now let's see. Trisha Leary in for the Knights. Terry, short on the first one.
Go get him.
And the second one is rebounded by Desero. Gives it to Brown or gives it to Miller? Miller in the corner to Desero. Back to Miller. And back to Desero. Miller fakes. Puts it up. And body's flying. A hold. Trish Leary at the line. Leary gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. And Erica Brown comes down with it. Gives it to Christina Brown or gives it to Stacy Miller? Miller back out for Brown. Over to Christina Brown. And Miller. Cougars working it around. Underneath for Boris, she's blocked. And Terry comes up with it. Fortrell up ahead. And out of bounds. 3:09 to go. And Larkin shooting two. 3:07 remaining. Larkin hits to make it an 8-point ball game, 34-26. Miller penetrates off to Brown. Blue ball. Leary brings it up. Force for the steal, ball's loose. LeCount and Tremblay back in for Northeastern. And Pickering in for the Knights. 2:41 to go. 34-26 is the score. I have to dance around here. I can see part of the scoreboard on one side and then part of the other scoreboard on the other side, and together I can, with a little maneuvering, I can see an entire scoreboard. Shot clock. The shot had gone up before the shot clock elapsed. Fortrell brings it down for the Knights. Knocked loose by Boris. Christina Brown picks it up. Miller. Ball was inbounded and the Cougars lost it. Coney is in for the Knights and have a blue timeout with 1:56 to go. Northeastern leading Seton by 8, 34-26. Converse to inbound. Now comes to Larkin. Over to Pickering. Back to Carey Converse. Yeah, Converse dribbles through. Pickering. On the line, Brown almost had to steal. Blue ball. First down. Seconds on the shot clock for the Knights. And Larkin will shoot. Rebounded Christina Brown. Larkin knocks it out of bounds. White ball. Into Miller. Lonnie, look out. Puts it back up and in. Now for Trell, will try to break the press. Cougar lead back to 10. Double dribble. 1:06 remaining. Miller brings it up. Dribbles her way through, dishes off to LeCount. LeCount puts it up. Ball's loose. Another jump ball called. Stacy Miller with a 1-and-1. Rebounded Christina Brown. Trell comes out with it for the Knights, puts up a three-pointer, way off the mark. Rebounded up and in by Converse. And Carey Converse makes it 36-28. 28 seconds to go in the ball game. Miller is fouled. Stacey Miller hits the first. 37-28, 19.5 on the game clock. And Miller hits them both. 10-point lead again, 38-28. Rebecca Terry gets a 1-and-1 with 15 seconds to go. Brown rebounds. White ball. Into Tremblay. Stolen by Fertrell. And Kristen Fertrell will get the basket. 2 seconds on the clock. At the horn. 38-30. Cougars with an 8-point win against the visiting Seton Catholic Knights. And that's the way it was on this first day of February 1995, the eve of Groundhog Day in beautiful downtown Champlain.